What is going on, my good people? We are here for the final game of week number 6. It's gonna be a fun ride as it always is. We are closing in on the halfway point of the season, and I cannot wait to see what happens in this ball game here. Two teams that hasn't really got to that prime time mode, but we got to put them on just to see what they can do. Just because they haven't been having the greatest of seasons don't mean they don't have talent. We got to showcase them on the biggest stage here. Welcome back to the Twitch channel, as we always do, and I'm flipping up a few things so I can see if I can get more games on Twitch for you guys. I've been getting a lot of ears in regards to make sure that I do as much Twitch games as possible. I think I could bump that number up to 2 games a week. I just got to flip the schedule a little bit on my side, but I think it is possible. I just got to see how I get the recordings in for YouTube and all the good stuff, but we ain't going to talk about that right now. We'll save that to the Discord. Make sure you like and subscribe. Head to the YouTube channel. We're going to be getting up the week 6 highlights as well. That should be coming up either tonight or tomorrow morning, whichever one comes first. I'm going to go ahead and knock that out tonight so I can do that. And make sure you follow and sub to the Twitch as well. We go live each and every week. We're going to be pumping up that content as we always do. But let's talk about these two teams here, Anchorage and Pittsburgh. Both of them are sub 500 teams at the current moment. Anchorage has a chance to get to 500 if they could get the victory here tonight. And just like I explained in the description before the game started, Pittsburgh is yet to get a victory here. They're looking to get their first win on the season, and this is a good time as ever. These teams, in my opinion, are very, very even. One team's really good offensively, the other one has a really solid defense all the way around. But it's up to see these players who's going to come out on top. I have everything ready on my side, ready to go. I won't waste your time. I'm gonna hit that play game button as I always do. Thanks again for everybody that showed up, and we're going to see if we can get another good game here. If you missed the last game between Arizona and Tacoma, that was definitely one to remember as well. Very high scoring, a lot of big plays on offense and defense. You love to see it when the lights are brightest here, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to get it rolling. I got my drink as well, so I'm going to go ahead and get this one rolling. We're in the rain today. We're going to go ahead and set this kickoff pretty soon. Let's see what team's getting it first. It looks like it's going to be Anchorage taking off for us. We are underway here in Pittsburgh. We got a little bit of rain action here tonight, and it's going to be taking that one past the 30. We're going to set this one up at the 31-yard line. Anchorage will be in the gray and light blue uniform set. Pittsburgh will be in the black and gold set. You know what I'm saying? Going to be a handoff here. Looking for a lane is JCB. His first touch will give him 8. Started this one off right. Let's go ahead and get into it. Anchorage looking to keep the drive going, and they're going to pump fake it here. Look for a pass left side. It's going to be almost picked off. If that was me, I would have taken that one, but we'll see what happens on this 3rd and 2 here. He kind of lofted that one up for the cornerback. He was asking for trouble. And he said he's here for the JCB domination. He's going up against a top dog halfback as well, and Mike Hawk, and is going to pass it in some coverage. There is Bobby Markham. He doesn't have any completions on the day, and Pittsburgh's going to take over. Me personally, I would have tried the handoff there, see what would happen. Not to be here. Is going to be 4th and 2. Gonna send this one away here to the left side, looking for one block. He's going to get it. It's going to be taken to the 35-yard line, and here comes Pittsburgh. Looks like that was John Fowler there on the return. No, that was Isaiah Fowler. Got the rosters up as well, so whenever Anchorage gets back onto the field, we'll see what's happening on the team on both sides. You know how we do. We keep it moving. Going to send a man here in motion. They're going to hand it straight off to Mike. He's going to run through 2 defenders to get a solid gain himself. Both running backs are going to get 8 yards on the first carry.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, baby.
A little late on the stream there, but it'd be like that sometimes. They're going to keep it moving here. Another handoff. No, it's going to be a fake this time around. Left side, a wide open man, and overthrows him. Jim Carr could have had his first touchdown with these right there. But it's going to be 3rd and 2. No completions yet by either of these quarterbacks. We seen a play like that happen in the last game with Money Mills. Some of these younger quarterbacks, they kind of missed that mark in those deep plays, but they still got plenty of time to get better. He's going to pass it again as Jim Carr under some pressure, and he's going to get the catch under the pressure. Does not care as Jim Carr. He's going to make it 1st and 10. A great play there to Fowler. Don't get the touchdown, but they keep the drive alive. That's really all you can ask for. And they had the dude screaming right in his face. Still was able to get the pass off. Jim Carr standing tall in that pocket for sure. Deep drop back again, pitching it. Wide open man, going to try to get it past the 45. Will do just that. It's going to be to the 44-yard line. Looks like Corbian Crimson with his first catch of the day. Shout out to Fun is Infinite. That is the user player for that particular USFA player. 2nd and 3 coming up here. Let me know how the mic is sounding. I think it sounds pretty good to me. Quick pitch again. It's going to be caught for the first down again. And that's one of Jim Carr's favorite targets, is going to be the homie Johnson for the catch. And it's a good thing he has those gloves on. Should be seeing a lot of craziness happen in this ball game.
56 is the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And they're going to fake the handoff again, looking for a man in his car. Is he going to launch it again? No, he will not. Just going to throw that one into the turf. Don't think he had anyone open on that play. 2nd and 10 coming. Passing it again. Looking left side and some coverage there, and it's going to be incomplete. 3rd down and 10 coming up. Still convertible, but you definitely want to get closer on those 3rd downs. Make it easier for you. Kind of got to expect a pass at this point, but let's see if they could get Mike involved in this offense a little bit. I could definitely see a screenplay coming up. They are going to send him on a route, and they're going to throw it deep right side and almost picked off again, but it's for the defense on the other side this time around. I think they tried Caitlin Montaigne on that one. That's going to be no good. It's going to be 4th down. But send this one away. Pittsburgh still looking for their first win of the season, and that's a beautiful punt inside the 10. It's going to set up 1st and 10 at the 9. I'll go ahead and bring these rosters up real quick for you, just like that. Let's check out the team of Anchorage. It's going to be quarterback Bobby Markham, number 15. He has 2 halfbacks there, Freddie Roberts and the homie Jacob Cool Beans. I know he has a lot of fans here in the league. He's trying to pop off for another big game. And they're going to give it to him on this carry, but Pittsburgh is ready for it. A gain of absolutely nothing. 2nd and 10 coming. Wide receivers will be EJ Bailey and Trevor Golinar. Tight ends, they'll have Danny Doyle and Wyatt Harris. Shout out to the homies there, doing the double tight end duty. They only have 1 defensive lineman. It'll be a defensive tackle named Robert Crone. He's had a lot of big plays so far this season, so watch out for number 90. And they're going to get another short gain on that play. It's going to set up 3rd and 8. Linebackers, they have 2 of them. They have Jessica Navarro and Kingston Ali. Both rookies. They're doing their thug. They're lying mad at y'all. And then on the cornerback side, the defensive back side, they have 4 of them. Thor Brown, the rookie, Lacey Woodson, the rookie, and they'll have a pair of veterans to go along with them. Pitch, and it's going to be caught in some coverage. A great play there to number 82. That's Wyatt Harris for a gain of 16. And to stop my emotion there, I was trying to get my talking on, but Christo Rendor and Caitlin Montaigne will be the final cornerbacks there for the homies in Anchorage. Anchorage trying to move the ball down the field a little bit. They got the bunch up top, but they'll hand it off in the draw, looking for a lane, and there goes Jacob Cool Beans hitting the skate moves past the 40, and he's going to get to the 42-yard line, his best run of the game. CJ Bird with the tackle, and it's going to be a first down. That double check one more thing right there. Just make sure everybody good. How you doing? Make sure you hit the comments up. I like hearing and interacting with the people. It's going to be a pass again. Bobby Markham, quick pitch, and there's no one home for that screen pass. It's going to be second down.
Check, 43. Hey, pick you again. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Gonna send a man in motion here. Gonna fake the pitch. They're gonna hand it off to Jacob Cool Beans to get past the 45. It's gonna be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
And we're gonna pass again. Bobby Markham, the game manager, left side, gonna be caught, turns upfield for the first down a little bit more, and Wyatt Harris is getting involved into this offense. Another first down play here for Anchorage. Left them wide open right there. And I'm sure Anchorage is going to take it. They'll get into Pittsburgh territory for the first time. Pittsburgh looking to get off the field here. And they're going to quick pitch it again, and in some coverage. Not to be there. It's going to be second down coming.
Mike's 43. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. 43 is the mic. Ready, go. I got him.
Gonna send the homie Golinar in motion, looking for a man. Left side is wide open again. Cuts up field to try to get as much as he can. That's gonna be a solid gain there for number 12. I believe that's Jacob Cool Beans. Yes, it is. Gonna be 3rd and 2. And it's rainy out here in Pittsburgh. So far, the passing game has been pretty decent here for Anchorage. They're used to the cold weather too. Pitching is going to be caught. Turning upfield is number 16, EJ Bailey's going to fumble the football. But luckily for them, it goes out of bounds. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 27. He had to come back for that one, and then got just blasted there right as he was getting ready to get out of bounds. Going to pass it again. Right side is going to be caught. Number 82, Wyatt Harris, once again involved in this offense here. And they're well in field goal range. Look, make it 2nd and 5. What's going on, man? Welcome back to the channel. I see you, homie, coming up here, sneaking up in there. Straight ahead is what the homie I'm a effing problem says. We're going to go ahead and go for the sweep here. Jack Cool Beans is going to take the first down. They're going to try to cut back and get inside the 15. Anchorage is moving this one steadily down the field. I'm sure they can't be mad at the progress. Anchorage trying to go 3-3 on the season right before they hit the halfway mark. A lot of good records up to this point. I believe up to this point, at least 7 of the teams have at least 3 wins or somewhere close to it. Going to pass it again as Markham looking for the score. Going to pass it to Cool Beans. Going to try to reach out, and he's a little short. Not to be for the first down, but if you could give it to number 12, I think they could secure some points in this ball game. 2 for 20 on the day so far in the air for Jacob Cool Beans. He's trying to reach out there, but that was a real good open field tackle. Down to the 1 yard line. Anchorage just looking for the score. They're going to give it straight to 27. He's going to get stopped. They gave it to the bot player there, and I don't know if that was the right thing to do. Gus Pack getting the tackle for loss. And they do have Cool Beans back in there, I believe. They're going to pass it. Quick pitch right side. And going to be caught on the comeback. Look at the homie, E.J. Bailey, coming through for the score. Easy drive there for Anchorage. He just left that man in the dust. The cutback serious as I don't know what. And Anchorage is going to take the lead for the first time tonight. Kick is up. Kick is going to be good. And we have ourselves a 7-0 ball game here. And Pittsburgh is going to have their first deficit. They're looking to trying to change that tonight. But I don't know if the conditions is very conducive for that. We'll see what happens in the next drive here. We'll go ahead and bring up their offense and defensive set. See what they're working with. They got to remind the people of what's going on here. But quarterback wise, they have Jim Carr, number 4. They got Mike Hawk. He's going to be number 69, obviously. Wide receivers will be Isaiah Fowler, McDonald's Magna, Corbian Crimson, and JoJo Tidwell Jr. A good stable of wide receivers there. They do not have a tight end in regards to a user, but they do have some bots. And they have a kicker / punter named Anita Dickamy. Yes, that is the right name. Defensive line. They have 4 defensive linemen here. They have Tank Jones, Cassandra Requena, Dax Brightmore, and Todd Ziegler. Looks like that return got him to the 24-yard line there. Linebackers, let's see what they got. They got Colt Wetzel, Gus Pack, and Heavy D. They have a lot of sexual innuendos there in these names. I just realized that. They got Angel Flugel and Mitchell Lott for the safeties. Cornerbacks will be John Fowler and CJ Bird. So we'll see what happens on this carry here. Mike is going to get stopped in the backfield immediately. Number 43 coming through with the play. That's Jessica Navarro. That's going to be 2nd and 13. Pittsburgh needs to get something going here. The run game is not been very pretty recently, but we'll make it to the end of the first quarter after that play. Let's go ahead and see what happens as we flip the field. We do it real quick here. We don't play games with you. On the pass it here is Carr looking for a man. Takes off to run and stands tall and has a man, but just cannot connect the dots here. Already know the rain is going to be affecting some of these passes. Now it's going to be a long 3rd down coming up for Pittsburgh.
Lunch. 43 is the mic. Let's go, D.
Going to send Fowler there in motion, looking for the pass. They're going to find Mike. He has a lot of speed there. Going to take that one and chop down, and he's going to pick up the first. Great effort there from number 69 making the play. Definitely needed that play right there. A nice chop down tackle. Kind of surprised Mike didn't hurdle that man. We've seen him do it a few times. But it's going to be 1st and 10 here. Going to pass it here. A few people getting a little bit of a rush, and he's just going to throw that one away. Not to be on that one. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Almost had him off sides there. Going to pass it again. Deep drop back looking. And once again, the pass off the mark. Jim Carr cannot find his accuracy here with those short passes. Hasn't been working out very pretty. It's going to be 3rd and 10. And they're going to need another one of those bailouts there from Mike or Corbian Crimson. They got the weapons. They just got to get the job done. And I'm going to make an edit there to Pittsburgh's helmets too. I'm going to get that roughneck. I'm gonna get that roughneck logo on the other side as he gets dragged down before he could turn up the field as Johnson. It's going to be 4th and 3, and they're going to have to punt this one away. Sending this one away here. Going to get to the 25-yard line. Fair catch is caught. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up here. That was Thor Brown on the fair catch.
Check. Check.
Ready, go. Ready.
And off here, JCB. He's going to fumble, but luckily the offensive lineman picks it up real quick there. It's going to be 2nd and 5. That could have been that break that Pittsburgh was looking for, but that was a big hit there on that running back. Luckily for Anchorage, he was able to stay right with that football. Big hit, but it's still Anchorage's ball. Going to send a man in motion. And they are going to get the hike off. Drop back here for Bobby Markham. Tossing the right side. Is going to be caught in bounds. And is going to bounce out of bounds after the gain of about 4. Involving JCB in this offense here. That's normally the right thing to do when you're the Anchorage offense. He is the top dog, in my opinion, on this offense. He's a star in the making. In my opinion, he's already a star. And he's only going to get better from here. Handoff up the middle. Going to get the first down right there. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Going to get that one. Making it 1st and 10.
Mike's 56. Let's go.
Gonna pump fake it here, looking left side, and there was a guy looking to try to get the interception, but the pass was just a little too fast. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Love both of these uniform sets. Anchorage, I think they're going to be going with the blue tops, black bottoms next time they're playing at home, which I think is next week too. Going to be trying to get the handoff, but he's going to get swung down before he could get back to the line of scrimmage. Heavy D with his 4th tackle already. He's making an impact for sure. 3rd and 11. Let me see the clock for the video. Where we at? Look like 27 minutes. I can't be mad at it. We're going to pass it again. Going to try to throw, and he's going to get hit as he throws the football. Not to be. Markham's going to have to go back to the sidelines. We'll see that punt team once again. And wait for that one. Luckily for them, it doesn't get blocked, but it is going to get down inside the 35-yard line, actually. They'll have some decent enough field position, but can Pittsburgh take advantage of it is the question.
Hold it ready. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. All you get is a headache. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. That's right, baby.
Gonna send a man in motion here. They're gonna fake the handoff to Mike, looking for a man. Standing tall in the middle of the field, and it's going to be caught this time around to the 40. Taking that one to the 37. I believe that's JoJo Tidwell Jr. with the catch. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. That was a beautiful pass. Gain of 28 on that play. Pittsburgh won with 5 rushing yards so far this game. Quick pitch and caught again. JoJo's getting involved now. That's going to put him inside the 25. 1st and 10, Roughnecks. Now they're starting to pick up the pace. You see Jim Carr with that real quick hitter. And JoJo Tidwell knows what to do with it when he has a football in his hands. He says he don't need no gloves. He just says, get the job done. Going to send a man in motion. Going to hand it off, and Mike's got a big hole. Going to shed off one and going to get inside the 10. Just big boy running, and Pittsburgh is trying to make something happen tonight. You love to see it. Just shed that man off like it was nothing. Right on time for sure. First for I see you hand off again to Mike, and he's got a big hole. That should be a touchdown in my opinion. I thought he crossed it, but they'll mark him at the 1. I guess Caitlin Montaigne's 98 speed made the difference. It's gonna be 2nd and goal. I thought he crossed that one after that turn, but I guess it didn't. Wasn't good enough for the referees to say he definitely got in. But they do have the jumbo set. Might as well give it to him again. They'll do just that. And he's going to dolphin dive 1 time. And the dolphin dive 2 times for the touchdown. Pittsburgh's going to make it 7-6. And a beautiful drive there. Now they'll just have to tie the ball game up with the extra point. Kick is up, and that looks very bad right there. He looks like he shanked that to the right, so the score will remain 7-6. Anchorage will hold the 1-point lead. And that is very unfortunate there for the homies in Pittsburgh, but Anchorage will surely take it, and now they'll have a chance to extend the lead just a little bit. Great drive though overall from Pittsburgh. Now if they could do that a few more times, they'll have a chance to get their first victory. I mean, a lot of people have been saying this is definitely the time where they can take advantage, get the team into the winning section. They've had a lot of great games up to this point where they could have won, but just a few mistakes kept them away from securing the victory. But we'll see what happens on this drive here. Anchorage is getting it back. Thor Brown with the return, taking a pass to 30, right at the 30 actually. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Four minutes, 45 seconds left. Pittsburgh will get the ball back at half. So if they could get the stop, get another score, that could definitely help their chances going forward. But they're going to try to hand off here in a big hole there for JCB, running through a man and going to make it 1st and 10 already. Mitchell out there getting a stop, but not quick enough. Well, actually, he was quick enough, but not strong enough to slow him down. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Gonna send a man in motion here before the play clock runs out. Looking for a man, and it looks like Bobby Marco's gonna take off the run. He's gonna get past the man. He's just gonna slide. I think if he kept running and let that block happen, he could still run a little bit, but he'll take the gain of 3, I suppose. And yes, that can happen. That is due to a low awareness attribute. I've seen players or quarterbacks do that without actually, getting the stop like that. So going to be a run play. JCB fumbles the football again, and it's going to be Pittsburgh picking it up. But is it going to be their football is the question. They're going to go ahead and review it. I think they're going to take it back. Yes, they are. I thought it was pretty close too. I thought it like he landed on top of the player. That's what I kind of thought, but not to be for Pittsburgh. The second time they got a fumble, but it did not go their way. Passing it again is Markham, looking to stay in the pocket, throws this one away. And the Pittsburgh's defense stands tall. Good rush right there. And maybe he's not doing well with the rain right now. I mean, I think this may be one of the few times we've seen him in the rain. Maybe needs to up that carrying attribute. All of this could be avoidable for sure. It's all in the attributes. You just got to keep on updating each week And all those things will go away. Pitch right side and wide open. It's going to be Freddie Roberts. Going to be taken down by the shoestrings at the 11. And they got caught slipping. This Pittsburgh. That's going to get Anchorage into the red zone. Number 33 just could not keep up. And that's going to be the 2-minute warning here. Sometimes when one running back hits a little bit of a skid, you go to the other one, see if he can make some magic. And that was Freddie Roberts' first play of the game. And it was a big one for sure. That'll give Anchorage a chance to get some points before the half. It's going to be Markham Paskett. They're going to try screen play. Decent enough blocking, and JCB's going to get another setup inside the 5. And real nice play there for JCB, his 4th catch of the game. I cannot wait to see the snow game. It's going to be passing it right side and caught for the touchdown. There goes the homie Wyatt Harris with another catch, and that's going to give Anchorage 13 points on the game. Beautiful route, beautiful pass. Just too easy there after that big play, and Anchorage is going to stretch this one out a little bit further. Kick is going to be up, and that looks to the right a little bit, but it is going to be good. Great plays all the way around, and Anchorage is going to expand this lead a little bit more. Pittsburgh still has work to do. They'll get the football back with a minute and a half. Solid days up to this point for Anchorage. Even in the rain, they're still able to make plays. They're going to keep this one rolling, as you already know. Pittsburgh currently down 8. So definitely still in the realm of possibility of coming back. They're not out of this game, but we're seeing a little bit of some of the issues here with this Pittsburgh team. The defense inconsistent at times. In the offense, they could sputter a little bit too. Even with that last drive that they had, they still missed the extra point. It should be a 7-point ball game instead of 6. Or actually, it should be a 7-point ball game instead of 8. But here we are, Pittsburgh. They have all 3 timeouts. They could get one good play to get them close to midfield. Call the timeout. And then see if they can do it again. Inch their way down the field. Quick pitch, and there's a slip. I seen that player slip. He was trying to get it to him. It also looked like the pass wasn't nowhere near the mark either. It's going to be 2nd and 10. And yes, the route running can affect players slipping in the rain as well. That is with the short, medium, and deep route running type of setup there. A pass off the mark again. And now it's going to be 3rd and 10. They got to find some sort of momentum here. They want to see if they can score before the half. Going to pass it again. It's Carr, quick pitch, and he just bulleted that one. No touch on that play. That's going to be a quick stop. I think they didn't even burn 20 seconds on that drive. They'll have to give it back to Anchorage. And that's unfortunate too, because they had great starting field position. Anchorage looking to show out. Up to this point, Pittsburgh's offense hasn't been as consistent as they needed to be. But they'll send it past the 35. Caught by Thor Brown. He's going to take it close to the 40-yard line. Right at the 40, actually. 1st and 10 coming up.
Here we go. 50 yellow. 22. Set cut.
Mike 56.
And they're going to keep it on the ground here. And he's going to get slowed down before he can get a big gain. He is averaging 5 a carry as JCB. There'll be a gain of 1 on that play as they call timeout number 1.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo!
Love that. I love that soundbite. It's so stupid, but I love it. 2nd and 9 coming up. Anchorage trying to get some more points before the half.
Ready.
Stick the mic. Stick is the mic.
Passing it again. Going to try to screen play a little bit of blocks up front. Sheds off 1 player, and he's going to try to run through a couple to get some more yards. It's going to be another timeout called. 14-6 is your score. And honestly, this is good. A good setup here for Pittsburgh if they could find a way to hold them away from points, because they'll get the ball back at half.
43's the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Come on. 43's the mic. 40.
Gonna pass it again. Looking left side and caught by JCB, cutting up field, and he's gonna take it to the 45-yard line. They got 45 seconds left, so they really can't slack. But a solid play nonetheless for Anchorage. They'll get inside Pittsburgh territory.
Set. Red. 38.
Mike's 43.
Set.
Hey,
Go.
they scared.
Gonna pass it again. Looking for a man. Throwing it deep in the middle of the field and wide open, man. He just cannot connect it. Looks like both quarterbacks had an opportunity for a big play this half. And it's not going to happen for either one. It's going to be 2nd and 10. And Anchorage has 1 timeout with 22 seconds. So their best case scenario will probably be somewhere between a 15 to 25-yard play in this one. But they got to go backwards 5 yards. It's going to make it 2nd and 15. Passing it again. Pass rush, and looks like just going to throw that one away. Nothing happening on that one. 3rd and 15 coming up.
Let's go, D. Go. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Hand off here. Look for a big gain here. Looking to get to the 40. But that's not going to be enough there. And they may just let that one rock through the end of the 2nd quarter. A solid half by both teams, fighting hard. One team's in the lead, though. That's going to be Anchorage. We'll see what Pittsburgh could do as they start off the 2nd half here. Anchorage with the kickoff to around the 6-yard line there for Mr. Fowler, looking for a lane, and he's going to fumble at the last second, and I think that's going to be overturned for sure. But there's a hold. Is it going to be? Actually, no, it doesn't really matter. The holding penalty is going to stop any chances of a what's the word I'm looking for? The challenge right there. There you go. I had to think about it for a second. But 1st and 10 here. They're going to start at the 16-yard line. Looking to set something up here. They're going to hand it off to Mike. Going to get it to the 21-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 4 coming up. You'd hope that you'd want to run the football a little bit more in these situations here. You see the water splashing every time they take a step. This is the type of game where you want to run the football. 2nd and 4 coming up.
You got 3 down. 43's the mic, boy. 43. Check.
And they are going to get the hike. They're going to fake it to Mike, looking for a man, middle of the field, and had a man wide open again is Jim Carr, and just cannot connect where he wants to on that play. It's going to be 3rd and 4 coming up. Passing it again. It's going to be caught this time around, but I think it's going to be a flag. They have to take that. Well, actually, it's the defensive pass interference. So they're going to let that one rock. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Going to go ahead and decline the penalty. That was a big enough play. It would have been a spot foul if that was if they was accepted. They got more in the catch, so why not hand it off to Mike again? And he's going to get just dismantled before he could get any momentum. A gain of 1 on that play.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where I came from.
He's not gonna get me.
Gonna pass it again as Jim Carr. Middle field, and once again, the pass is just a little outside of the range of the wide receiver. And he's been struggling here in this rain. It's going to be 3rd and 9. You had that one play on this particular drive to get him close, but he's been very, very inconsistent here. Those are the passes that you need to hit.
All day, every day.
Gonna quick pitch it again, and no one's home again.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
And after that big play, it went downhill. They tried the run game, got shut down, got him in a passing situation. Anchorage defense stands tall once again. They'll get this football back real quick. Sending this one away again. Looks like a boomer here too, around the 27-yard line. Gets close to the 30 there. The return of about 2 yards. Going to set up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Block 40.
We got 4. We got 4.
Gonna hand it off. Look for a lane. JCB's reaching out for the first. And he's going to make it 2nd and 1 on that play.
Here
we go. 45.
Right there, 56. You remember me?
Cut.
Let's go, baby.
Ready. Go.
Gonna send a man in motion here. And they are going to get the hike off for JCB. Another 1st down carry. Looks like he's going to get another 5 yards or so. They're going to keep the chains moving.
Set. Ready. 10 black.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Go.
Hand off again to JCB, but Pittsburgh's ready this time around. A short gain on that one. 2nd and 9 coming. And Heavy D with tackle number 5.
Ready.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
Hand off here, looking for a lane. Gonna take this one. Looks like a gain of around 3 or so. Make it 3rd and 5 coming up. Pittsburgh once again with the chance to get off of the field.
Down. Freeze the mic. Stay red. Freeze the mic. Stay red.
Stop, D. Big stop, let's go.
Passing it again. Quick pitch and deflected. Looks like number 76 got there in the backfield to stop that pass. That's going to make it 4th down here. And that was actually Tank Jones. They're cutting that pass off. If he was paying attention, he probably could have picked that one off. But the Pittsburgh does get the stop they need. We'll send this one away here to the left side. It looks like it's going out of bounds at the 24-yard line. Pittsburgh is back on offense, looking to get some sort of momentum on their side. They need to get something going as we hit the midway point of the 3rd.
Mike, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Gonna pass again. Looking for a man. Taking off to run. And he's going to get the catch. Nice acrobatics on that one. Johnson's going to make the play, make it 2nd and 2. 3 catches for 22 yards for that man right there. And it's interesting enough, that was one of the more accurate passes we've seen from Jim Carr tonight.
Let's go one more.
Hand off here to Mike. He's got a lot of room to get the first down and a little bit more past the 40. And now we'll see if Pittsburgh can take this start of the drive into something special. 1st and 10 coming up.
Here we go. Shaq. Mikey, 18.
56. Hey.
And pass it again. Right side is going to be incomplete. Looking to get JoJo, but the pass is incomplete. And I want to take a little bit away from Jim Carr. A lot of the things in regards to the passes do come from the wide receivers as well, not having their attributes in the right spots as well. So that does factor in to why some of the passes do be going off the mark at times. Pitching it is going to be a handoff there, my bad. And Mike is going to make it a solid gain to make it 3rd and 4. Definitely opens up the playbook here. They could definitely run it again if they choose to. They could pass it here, but it's got to make sure that it's an accurate one. This rain is no joke right now. Trying to get something going here on offense. They're going to pass it here. Standing in the pocket, quick pitch, going to be caught. There goes Johnson there for the first down. Pittsburgh going to take it to the 31-yard line, and they definitely needed that. Beautiful pass right there to Johnson. He turns up the field. Looks like the homie Thor Brown was able to take him down, number 13. Pittsburgh's looking for something to get going here. Passing it again, left side into coverage, and gonna be caught. Oh my goodness, how do you do, Corb? That's crazy right there. Isaiah Fowler gets the touchdown. And they're 2 points away from tying this ball game. A flawless pass outside of the reach of Lacey Woodson. They're looking for the 2-point conversion here. Going to pass it here, looking, and it's going to be caught in the back. It's going to tie this ball game up. Pittsburgh has life. JoJo Tidwell Jr. doing the lawnmower here. And Pittsburgh in their hype now. Let's go ahead and get into it. Wow. And that is what the USFA could do for you. Wow, that was just a beautiful pass. I know first seeing that one. That was clean. Both of those passes. The one in the back of the end zone and the one on that deep play. You can't do it any better than that. Might need to make that catch the thumbnail. If I could see if I could find a good picture with that. I probably find it in the highlights. That's probably what I need to do to get some of these thumbnails. I need to stop trying to do it in game and just do it outside of the game. Get a good thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? So Pittsburgh tied the ball game up. Anchorage is going to get the football back. They're trying to get the job done. They're going to take it close to the 25-yard line. Anchorage is back onto the field.
Right there, 56. Watch the run. Mike 56.
Gonna hand it off again to JCB, running through a player to get past the 30, and he's 5 yards away from hitting that century mark tonight. It's gonna be 2nd and 3. Another handoff to JCB. He's going to get that first down, twirling over a defender, and he's going to get 100 yards on that play. It's 1st and 10, Anchorage.
Here we go. Yellow, 22.
And off again to JCB in the big hole. Getting another first down past midfield. He goes right at midfield. Actually, a big gainer there. JCB's trying to show out now. He's trying to give his team back the lead. Great play there. Spread that defensive line out and just let JCB eat. Another handoff to JCB, and he's got another big hole. He's making a lot of players miss to get to the 30-yard line. And he's starting to take off a little bit now. I'm seeing a little bit of that juice there for JCB. They're going to get him to the 30. Wow. He said, Pittsburgh tied the ball game up. Hold my beer. Or in my case, hold my whiskey. They're going to pump fake it here into coverage and almost throws a pick. I'm trying to tell you first, Spray. If that was me, I would pick that off. Rain, snow, sleets, clear weather, windy weather. You got to bring that in. 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D.
So beautiful with that crown. 2nd and 10 here. They're going to high snap it, and JCB's going to get another carry for potentially a first down. No, he's a little short. It's going to set up 3rd down and 1 coming up. JCB's busting out those long gains. He's definitely increasing that average, if you will. They are in field goal range, though, so they can definitely get 3 if need be. Almost got him offside, send the man in motion. They're going to pass the quick pitch in over the head of the receiver. I believe he was trying to target the homie, Freddie Roberts, but could not do it. It's going to be 4th and 1 here as the 3rd quarter continues to wind down. Will they go for the field goal here? No, they will not. They're going to go balls deep, trying to get the first down. They're going to hand it off, and they're going to get the first down. Or did he get stopped? No, they're going to give it to him. He barely made it. Great push there at the last second. You'll see that replay. He bounces right off of his offensive line. And although Tank Jones did make the tackle, he was just maybe 1 or 2 seconds late. This should be the last play of the 3rd quarter. JCB is going to get another carry. Inside the 15 they go. And that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. Pittsburgh fighting their hardest to try to get this one. The pitch and throws the interception to start it out. Going to get Pittsburgh the football back. And that is how you start out the 4th. Pittsburgh is going to take this one back. They have a long way to go to get some points, but taking points away from Anchorage is definitely a good thing as Jim Carr looks to take off the run, but he's going to get sacked. You get the interception. Anchorage says, we're going to push it backwards. 2nd and 14 coming. Looked like he had a man on that pass there, but looked like he was just overthrown. They just happened to be a defensive player there. Carr again. And once again, those pass plays just has not been working out. 3rd and 14 coming up. Quick pitch and almost throws an interception right back. So Anchorage, even though they threw the interception, they'll get the ball back and will seemingly get some really good field position out of it as Pittsburgh has to punt it from their own end zone. And this is definitely blockable territory, so you got to watch out for it. Looks like it's a clean punt this time around, though. He's going to get it past the 35. Not the greatest punch you want to see. That'll put Anchorage right back inside the 30. 1st and 10 at the 29.
Let's go! Mike. Black 40. Stick it to Mike.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Pittsburgh looking to get the ball back for their offense. They're going to quick pitch it. That's caught this time around, and he's going to get leveled before he could get the first down. You got to earn every inch here in the USFA. Make sure I got to clip that one. That's going into the highlight reel for sure. That's a good one right there. But it's the final 10 minutes, 45 seconds left in this ball game. We still have a tie ball game. Nothing has changed yet in regards to the score, but they're going to try JCB on this carry, and it's going to be another first down. This drive shall continue. Therefore, the Snow Devils.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Down to the 17-yard line, the final 10 minutes. Going to be here in the fourth. But will we need extra quarters in this one? That'll be decided a little bit later. Quick pitch, taking that to the 10-yard line, a gain of around 7. 2nd and 3 coming. Looks like the homie Freddie Roberts making another entry into this ball game.
Ready. 10 black.
56. Hey, I'm coming. Check your hot read.
And another handoff here. JCB's running through a defensive player. Just does not care. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 5. He's just a strong man. And you already know he's tall too. Look at him. He's tall as I don't know what. He's a handful to bring down. The JCB Appreciation Club for sure. Who's going to start it? He's looking for the touchdown, but he's running into a couple of roughnecks before he could get too far. 2nd and goal coming. And right now they're just kind of milking the clock to go along with it.
Ready up. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Check pass.
Pitching it wide open, man. Freddie Roberts is going to get the touchdown. Hit that dugout. They're going to get that score right there to make it a 1-score game. And now Pittsburgh is back in the deficit. He said, you already know part of the JCB Appreciation Club. I'm right there with you, homie. We could start that one up. We should have a channel in the Discord channel just on how good JCB is. And we're just going to talk about him and nothing else. But here comes Anchorage once again with the score. 21-14 currently is what we have here. Pittsburgh has a chance to retort, plenty of time to have their timeouts. But they'll need something started on offense to kind of kickstart that. Rain still coming down strong here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh's crowd hasn't been too loud outside of that last touchdown. Trying to get something going here. Kick is up. He's going to send it to around the 9-yard line or so. Look for a return and a hurdle and just gets that down. It's Mike Hawk. Oh my goodness. He went up, he tried to go over the top and there was already a player waiting for him. Pittsburgh's going to take over. Definitely got to clip that one. That was just ridiculous. Definitely the first time I've seen that one so far in the USFA. We got to see some more plays like that. People getting upended and spinning like a helicopter. Going to send them to the catch and there's going to be a first down almost, but there's a flag on the play. And they're going to have to go backwards. You never want to see that to start your drive. It's going to be 1st and 20. It's definitely not the worst case scenario. They have 3 plays to get 20 yards. And in this case, they got 4 plays because they got to make sure they keep the offense on the field. At this point, it's 4th down territory, in my opinion. You might as well go for it. Going to be passing it again. This Carr, quick pitch. Going to be caught. Going to get a lot of yards on that play. And he's going to make up all of those yards. You could essentially call it a gain of 7. But that's definitely a good play there for Pittsburgh.
the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And they're going to get hit with the delay of game. 2 penalties in this drive, slowing them down a little bit. 2nd and 8 coming up now. So you could call it that gain on that last pass, a gain of 2. Not the right time to be getting to shoot yourself in the foot. Got to get the lead out of the sails here. Looking for a pass again in between 2 wide receivers. Not quite sure who that was going for, but it's going to be 3rd and 8 here. And I think at this point, if you don't get it, you have to punt the ball away. I think it's a little too early for that, especially with how close you are. You don't want to give Anchorage a chance to score. That'll be my thought process if you don't get it, unless it's a 4th and 1. I'll go for it then. But they're going to try to hand off, and he's going to get slowed down again. Robert Crone with the clutch play, and it's 4th and 7. And like I said before, you got to punt the football. This is not a place where you want to just give the football back up to the other team. And I guess they do agree with me. That is definitely the right call. See if you can move the ball. See if you can get a quick stop. Send this one to around the 35 for the homie. It's going to take this one to the 45-yard line. So Pittsburgh is going to have to lean on this defense here. See if they can slow down JCB and the gang.
Ready? 56. Mike's 56. I'm trying to collect.
What are you trying to collect? I don't know what you're trying to collect. Sending the handoff, looking to get stopped is JCB. A gain of 1 on that play. Definitely a good start here for this Pittsburgh team.
Right there, 56. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Go.
Hand it off again, and a big hole there. JCB's going to make it 3rd and 1.
Yeah. Ready. 43 is the mic. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
Big 3rd down here. Pittsburgh has 4 defensive linemen. They'll need them in this one, but they're not going to slow JCB down again. His 30th rush on the ball game is going to be a big one to keep this clock moving. 1st and 10. Money Mills, what's going on, Big Pimp? How you doing? Hope all is well with you. I seen you in that last game. That was a fun ride. Great win from you and the homies in Arizona. Going to set this one with a carry, and he's going to take that one for a gain of about 4.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Most will call that the Ulf Jacobson show, but Money Mills, he's definitely one of my favorite quarterbacks here in the USFA, especially as a rookie too. He has so much room for growth. He hasn't even reached his full potential. Handed off here, and he's going to run into the homie Tank Jones. He's going to lose some yards on that play. It's going to be 3rd and 10 now. Pittsburgh's best chance to get off of the field.
Mike 56. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Can Anchorage keep the drive alive is the question. They're going to hand it off again, see if JCB can do it. Going to try to cut through and drag down before he could get the first. A great open field tackle by number 34, CJ Bird. And that's going to be another stop. Now, will Anchorage keep their offense on the field, see if they could do it again? That's the question here. They'll probably let it drop down to the 2-minute warning. Yes, they will. And it looks like they were in punt formation. So if everything stays true, they should be able to punt this one off. Pittsburgh will have a chance to tie the football game up. And yes, they are going to keep their punting team on the field. Will they go for the okie dokie late? No, they will not. Looking for the pin. Will not happen. But it is going to be a solid pin. right at the 9-yard line, and Pittsburgh's going to have to drive a country mile to see if they could tie this ball game up. Yeah, I probably would have pushed for the carry there too if I was Anchorage, but you know we ain't got no control of this one. It's going to be Jim Carr again. Quick pitch. It's going to be caught. Going to fumble the football, and Anchorage is going to pick it up. Oh my goodness. All it took was one play, and Anchorage is back in field goal range. What a defensive play. And now they're just going to give it to JCB again. He slowed down on that play. But the homies in Anchorage, they're not too worried about it. I'm sure they could get the first down. They could pretty much close the ball game up. A gain of 2 on that play. Maybe it was. I seen the animation come up and I didn't think it was going to work, but maybe the rain had a little bit of extra metal in that one. Isaiah Fowler couldn't hang on. They almost had a man offsides there. Pittsburgh trying to avoid their 6th straight loss. They need a stop, and JCB is going to not get the first down there. But honestly, a field goal will be just as effective as the first down with how this Pittsburgh offense has been rolling. 3rd and 3 coming up. Just going to be a matter of Anchorage is going to win by 10 or win by 7 if Pittsburgh cannot get the stop, a fumble, anything. He did fumble the ball 2 times, so anything can happen, but it looks like it's gonna be a touchdown. JCB says, I don't care, just give me the W. I'm gonna do it myself. And Anchorage is gonna secure win number 3 more than likely. Wow. And I think we need to start that JCB Appreciation Club tonight. Kick is up. Kick is going to be good, and Anchorage will hit 28 in this ball game. Pittsburgh appears to be a little bit short in regards to the points to try to secure a victory, but I see the JCB chants up in there. Oh man, that was just ridiculous. What a play. He says he ain't worried about no points. He says he trusts his defense to get the job done again. He says he's going to get the stats. I ain't mad at you, pimp. That's all going to help in your ability to get awards to secure what you can secure. And you know the game ain't really built to like slow down, try to hold on, and try to stop the other team from getting the possession. It's going to do what it does. And JCB did what he did. So Pittsburgh will get the ball back with a little bit more than 90 seconds left. It's going to be very, very tough for them to come back for sure. But we've seen some crazy stuff in the USFA. I'm not going to completely close them out, especially if they could get a big play here. Going to take this one to the 35-yard line. Pittsburgh has 1 timeout, so it's going to be very tough for them if they do not get a big chunk play to get them close to the end zone. And then they got to get the onside kick on top of it. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. I think we've seen the onside kick recovered as well, so it's not impossible. It's very, very difficult. Quick pitch and caught. Going to get to the 50. Turning up field is Johnson. That is one of their big-time receivers. Unfortunately, it is a bot, but it's going to be 1st and 10 there, getting in Anchorage territory. Jim Carr looking for a man under some pressure on the run. Still going to find Mike. He's going to turn upfield. Going to take this one. Does not go out of bounds. I'm not sure about that decision. That is a lot of clock going to be burned on that play, but it will be a big one there for Pittsburgh. Final 50 seconds in this ball game. And a good pass under pressure too there by Jim Carr. You've seen a few more of those earlier in the game. Might have ourselves a different ball game here, but 35 seconds left. Jim Carr looking for the pass. Middle of the field, end zone, and throws it out of the back of it. It's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up. Oh, first fray. I forgot to ask you. I did say something about it earlier, but Is it possible that we could get the averages of all the statistics in the team stats and the player stats? You know, like at the bottom we'll say like how many touchdowns total. Oh, that's almost picked off. But how many touchdowns total between all of the players, like in a section and all of that stuff, kind of like how we did for last season. I know AW did the last stat sheet, but if you could do something like that, that would be so dope. Because I like to see how the league as a whole is doing in certain statistics. So yeah, that would be dope if we could do that. Quick pitch, and there was a lot of congestion there. That's going to be 4th and 10 as Pittsburgh makes it closer towards the end zone, but this essentially could be their last play, but they cannot at least get into the end zone. Gonna pass this one again, and once again the pass inaccurate, kind of the story of the game for Pittsburgh, and that'll drop the Roughnecks unfortunately to a 0-6 record. And the more they lose, the greater their chances of not only not making the playoffs but also securing that #1 draft pick. So I don't know if that's exactly what they're trying to do, but they're leaning towards that direction here. Anchorage will get win #3 in a very tightly contested Western Conference. So Tacoma, Anchorage, Huntington Beach, and now Anchorage will have at least 3 wins going into week #7. And we know we got to get some more of those gameplays there between those 4 teams. So it's going to be interesting to see which one of those 4 teams will make the playoffs, which 3 of the 4. As they kneel it one more time, Pittsburgh, they don't have any chance to stop the clock. We'll close this game out here. Final score will be 28-14. Anchorage, led by their homie Jacob Cool Beans, they got the job done. They made the plays that they needed to make, and they're going to show out with a 500 record at the end of this. Congratulations to Anchorage. Pittsburgh still has a lot of work to do to get their first victory, but we're going to keep it moving as we always do. Like I said before, you see the scoring breakdown there, quarters 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pittsburgh really didn't do much in the first and the fourth quarter in regards to points. And at the looks of it, it looks like that was their downfall because they had opportunities. It was just the passing attack didn't work out. And it's crazy enough because Pittsburgh did lead in pass yards. Not by a lot, but they did lead in pass yards. It's just a lot of incompletions that could have been, that did not happen for them. Looking at the turnovers here, both teams scored a turnover. Anchorage got a fumble recovery. Pittsburgh got an interception. They were both in the fourth quarter. Looking at the third down conversions here, Anchorage hosting a solid 50% on that. Penalties did not go in Pittsburgh's favor. Neither did the time of possession. A lot of quick drives for them. As we look into these statistics here, looks like Bobby Markham led the way with 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Jim Carr, he went into this one with a touchdown and a lot of incompletions there, under 40% in this ball game. Markham, he barely hit 55, but a solid game nonetheless outside of that. Going into the rushing game, Jacob Cool Beans 2 yards away from 200, but he does have 200 plus in total. So a great job from him today. He was that factor there, 36 carries. Mike once again with the slow game. And if the game isn't really going in your favor, you're not going to run the ball a lot. That's kind of what happened in that one. They got pass heavy late in the game, and they just couldn't rally like they needed to. Going into the receiving side of things, looks like Mike Hawk and Isaiah Fowler were the top 2 user players here. Tidwell Jr. and Corbian Crimson also added into it, but a lot of passes their way just did not get the mark. Colin Johnson was the player that led there. Jacob Cool Beans led in receptions here for the homies in Anchorage. Wyatt Harris also had a real big game. Freddie Roberts and EJ Bailey all had touchdowns, so spreading the love around, you can't be mad at it. Looking at defense here, looks like for Anchorage, their leading tackler was Lacey Woodson. 3 solo, 6 assisted, a great day from her. Montaigne adding in 4 and a tackle for loss. Great job. Let me see if I can scroll over. Looks like Montaigne had a pass deflection there. No one else in this section did. Scroll down a little bit. Looks like that was a bot there getting a fumble recovery, and Kingston Ali forced the fumble. So good job from him. Jessica Navarro added in a pass deflection, and that looks like all the user stuff there. Solid job by all of these guys. Looking into the homies in Pittsburgh, let's see what they got. Heavy D was on the defensive front a lot. 11 tackles total, a big game from him. I believe that's one of his first games with 10 plus tackles, so great job. Looking at 2 forced fumbles there from Richards, that's a bot player, and Angel Flugel, he had a pass deflection along with another bot player, Deuce High, and looks like John Fowler also had a pass deflection, and it looks like that bot player got the interception, so nothing too crazy there. Looking at the tackles here just to make sure I got everybody. Colt Wetzel with 2. Gus Pack with 3. I see Brightmore with 3. I see Requena with 3. A lot of people with 3. Got a couple people with 4. Ziegler and Jones got 4 tackles apiece. So the defensive lineman was working, just not good enough in this particular game. It's part of the process. No field goals between these two teams. They didn't attempt any, but extra point wise, Anita, she missed 1. That's their only extra point attempt, and Daniel Carlstown for Anchorage, they got them all the way through. Looks like no touchbacks here in this game, but 4 kickoffs, actually 7 total kickoffs between the 2 kickers / punters. Looks like 28 is the average there for the punts for the both of them. No, actually both of them got 1 inside of 20. Good job. And kick returns, both of them averaging over 20. Thor, Brown, and Mike doing their thing. Punt return wise, 5 total punt returns, 20 total yards between Brown and Fowler. And that's going to close out week number 6 of the USFA. So we're going to go ahead and see what's happening in the schedule. See what's happening for the next week. See who's going to be the first game to the 5th game. You already know how we do. And I said a little bit earlier, but I'm going to try to switch it up to where I could get 2 Twitch games. So going to be a fun ride there as we get more games on Twitch. Need more people to view the content, so we're going to get that rolling for you. Let's see, we're going to have Pittsburgh and St. Louis. That's going to be one of the games there. Dallas at Charlotte, Tampa Bay at Tacoma, Huntington Beach at New York, and Anchorage at Arizona. I'm thinking the 2 games that may be the top games for Twitch will be Huntington Beach in New York and possibly Tampa Bay at Tacoma, but Tacoma did have one, what's the name, a Twitch game, so we may drop them. But we could also do Anchorage at Arizona as well. That could be a good game. JCB versus the homies in Arizona. See if they can slow down Money Mills and the homie Ulf Jacobson. That could be a fun ride. We could set up Anchorage at Arizona for the game on Saturday, and then Huntington Beach in New York. That could be the Sunday one. If that looks good to you guys, that looks good to me. As far as like the order for the other 3 games, we could say we could do Pittsburgh at St. Louis, then Dallas at Charlotte, and then Tampa Bay at Tacoma. That could be the move right there. You never know. But we'll have the schedule up there for you, as we always do, in the Discord. So make sure you watch out for that. It'll be in the Game Day channel. And we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Thanks again for stopping by. It's your boy Stacks. And we're going to go ahead and head into week number 7. After next week, we're going to be halfway through the regular season, and we'll have a much broader view of who's going to be getting closer to the playoffs. So show some loves. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll talk to you later.